Well, a rare move. The judge in the third Dalia Dippolito retrial rules to allow the jury to see the entire police interrogation video. Joining us now is legal expert Carissa Kranz. She's weighing in on what this means for this third retrial. Good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Linda.
And I know we've talked to you before about this trial and kind of the shakeup that we saw in the second trial. And now, do you think this, how do they soften the blow of this interrogation video?
The defense is going to say that the interrogation videos actually work in their favor because they show the cops actually giving Dalia Dippolito a release for the cop show. The prosecution tried to admit the tapes without showing the entire tape where the cops actually give her the waiver. The defense objected, and the judge ruled in favor of the defense based on the rule of completeness that all the evidence should be seen. So the defense is going to say that the interrogation tapes actually worked in their favor because they show Ms. Dippolito being tricked by the police department, and that's police entrapment.
It's really crazy to see the difference in the different trials. I've been covering them throughout the years, and this must change the defense strategy.
Defense strategy has changed between the first trial and the second trial.
Right.
This week, defense is going to put on their case. So far, we've only seen one side. We've seen the prosecution side. This coming week, we will see the defense side.
Right.
We don't know if they're going to change their strategy again, but it seems to me that they're going to focus on what worked for them on the last trial, which was, trickery, police entrapment, and that actually Ms. Dippolito is the victim, even though she's the one standing trial.
What did you think about the husband's testimony? I know that was part of it this week as well. Is it rare to hear from him and the possibility of even hearing from Dalia this time?
Right. Well, in the first trial and in the second trial, we did not hear from Ms. Dippolito, but the husband testified in the first trial when she got a conviction, but not in the second trial,
right,
when it was a hung jury. So the state did get the husband to testify for the third trial, so I think there is some buzz on whether or not Ms. Dippolito will testify for the third trial, but she hasn't testified in any of the first two, so most likely they will not put her on the stand. Even if the jury wants to hear from her, she does not have to take the stand, and it could open a can of worms to put a defendant on the stand during cross-examination. So I could see them focusing on police entrapment, focusing on trickery, and focusing on how the state has to put on all the evidence to prove their case and prove their burden, and the burden is beyond any and all reasonable doubt. And based on the last trial of having a hung jury, it was a deadlock. It was 3-3.
And what happens if that happens again?
If that happens again, the state could retry the case.
Wow. So this could be the never-ending saga.
It could be tried a fourth time. The rule is if it's tried 3 times and there's a mistrial 3 times, the judge has the right to dismiss it.
Right.
But in this case, the first trial was a guilty conviction, which was overturned. We've only had 1 mistrial, so they actually could try the case again.
Wow, a lot to know about this. All right, well, we'll continue to follow the trial. Again, they'll be back in session tomorrow. We're also going to be joined again by Carissa Kranz. She's going to be weighing in on the Comey testimony and some new developments in that as well. And coming up, we're learning more about the London terror attack. New images now showing the fake explosive belts the attackers wore during that tragedy. Plus, the anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting less than a day away. We're breaking down how the tragedy unfolded and the events taking place to remember those who lost their lives.